Hi everyone, welcome back to another video. Hope you all are doing good. Here kids vacation has already started. Unexpectedly, their school closed before it was officially declared few months ago, but due to the heat and high temperature, they sent a circular mentioning on the early closure. Kids are happy and even mothers, I guess, at least me. It's like our vacation. But I had taken a video when they had school just to show you all how my routine are in those days. Mornings are always a hurry-burry. So taking my camera along with me was hectic. I have tried to include maximum, the rest I will talk. It's Rehan who leaves home first. His bus comes at 6:15 and I don't like the last minute rush, so I try to wake them up at least 45 minutes earlier, and I wake up even before. Both my children are very much different. Rehan needs just 1 or 2 times of calling and he wakes up. To be honest, on some days when I oversleep by mistake, he wakes me up. This happened even when he was in smaller grades. The previous day, Rehan had asked me to pack something with tuna, so I quickly made them mini tuna burgers. In a mixing bowl, I added 1 tin tuna, 1 onion chopped, some curry leaves and 2 green chilies chopped. Then goes a pinch of garam masala powder, a teaspoon of paprika, a teaspoon of cumin powder. Mix thoroughly. In goes 1 egg and 1 cup breadcrumbs. Mix and you should be able to make burger shape. If you feel the mixture is dry, add some water and mix. This quantity made 4 mini burgers or patties. Time to fry them. Deep fry or shallow fry. Make sure you keep the flame to medium low or it can burn. This doesn't need much of cooking as tuna is pre-cooked and the rest needs less time. When bottom side turns to light brown color, flip over and cook other side. It takes just 2 or 3 minutes on each side. I have garlic butter that I bought from the store recently. I used a slice to melt and place the bun over it. It gives an extra taste. But you don't have to use the same, normal butter or ghee. Place the patties and cover. Press gently and that's done. As soon as Rehan leaves, Arman's tiffin needs to be done, and in between I have to wake him up. Arman leaves to school by 7:30, so I ask him to wake up by 6:20. Unlike Rehan, Arman needs more time to wake up. I wake him up until he's aware, then goes back to kitchen to finish off his tiffin, and again when I come back to their bedroom, Arman will be still sleeping. So this happens 2 or 3 times, and the final call will be 3rd or 4th time. My morning routine actually starts with a glass of warm water and a fruit, mostly it will be banana. But I take this after sending Rehan because I don't get time and I forget to have it the first thing. This day Arman wanted oats. He loves oats, but the rest, including me, are not a fan. But on this day or days like this, if I have no time to prepare 2 or 3 types of breakfast, I cook oats for all. I like to give a light facial massage for him on his chubby face. It helps him to feel fresh and relaxed. He loves to add fruits to oats. For sweetness, adding a bit of honey. I get ready and drop him till his bus. And I come back to have my breakfast. Now let me tell you, not every day routine is the same. When I have more time, I cook food that needs more time. But most of the time, it is a rush in the morning. My husband had already left the office in between having his bowl of oats. Later part of the day is again a hurry-burry. I have workout at 9:30 and later need to go out, so I don't have time to cook after workout. Prepared a simple chicken curry and the very common ghee rice that goes well with it. Even you can have roti or chapati. This is a very simple one, and simple ones are mostly prepared every day. It's just on some days, either for a vlog or for any special day or a weekend, I prepare something special. This video was taken to show how it looks like a normal day, which again is not the same every day. Here I crushed a medium piece ginger, 5 to 6 green chilies, 5 to 6 garlic cloves and 7 or 8 shallots. Into a cooking pot, add 1 kilo chicken that's cut in small pieces. Add 2 medium tomato that's chopped, a handful curry leaves and the ground paste. Then goes half teaspoon garam masala powder, 2 tablespoon coriander powder, salt, 4 tablespoon coconut oil. That's 1 large potato cut in cubes. Mix everything really well. Cover and keep on medium flame. Once it starts bubbling, reduce the flame to low and let it slow cook. Parallelly preparing ghee rice as time was running. Ghee rice recipe is done many times, still showing here as I don't want to share the link of the simple recipe that you need to go back and check. Saving this water that I can use for plants. Heat 2 or 3 tablespoons of ghee. Sometimes I do add 1 tablespoon ghee and 2 tablespoons of coconut oil. Today it's just ghee. Saute 1 medium onion that's sliced. Then after 30 seconds, add washed and drained rice. Roast for 3 minutes on low flame. Keep stirring or else it will stick to the vessel. Time to add water. This is hot water that's double the amount of rice, but as I'm cooking in a pressure cooker, reduced 1 cup water from it. Then goes whole spices, that's cinnamon, cardamom and cloves. Add salt and mix. Cover, lock the pressure and cook on high flame till first whistle and then reduce the flame to very low. Then cook for 5 minutes. Meanwhile, chicken is almost getting ready. Just added few frozen green peas. I feel when I add few vegetables to chicken curry, my kids eat a bit of it. On some days, I add carrots. And chicken curry with palak tastes really good. I shall try making a video on that one day. I blended 1 cup curd and 1 cup coconut milk and added this to the pot and kept stirring while adding. I didn't boil it as such as it will curdle, just kept stirring for 2 minutes and keeping the flame on medium. Add some more salt. That's a teaspoon of sugar for a balance. The bubbles are just coming. Finally goes in a slice of butter. Just a mix and turn off the flame. Now for extra taste, you may temper the curry with some fried onions and curry leaves. Quickly washed all the vessels in the sink. Didn't want that to pile up for the dishwasher because I had less time to unload the dishwasher and then place all these. And these weren't much of it. Quickly washed everything and placed on the sink drainer. And it was time for the workout. I do have the alarm set 15 minutes before my workout starts so that I know it's almost time to leave all other work and join the workout session. Today was Monday and we had push workouts, push-ups and other strength training workouts. Soon after my workout is my mid-morning snack and I mostly have one orange. I had gone out for some work and came back after an hour with my husband. Ever since after my husband's surgery from appendix, he eats only home cooked most of the time or at least during weekdays. Weekends are always special, so we go out and eat. Moreover, his office is nearby our apartment, so he quickly comes home every day for lunch and leave as soon as he is done. The ghee rice should be opened soon after the pressure is released on its own and then give a mix. But this happens sometimes. You mix with a bit of pressure and it's done. I eat chapatis for lunch and there was few left over from dinner last night. Kids come home almost same time. Either it's Arman first or Rehan. Today it was Arman. It's not that my kids, or I guess most of the kids, come home and place their school bags in proper place and then go for a shower without even telling them. This is what I want them to do without continuous reminders from me. I hate to see them roaming around with those stinky uniforms. But they will have a lot to say from school how it went for them. Earlier I used to ask them all the whereabouts, but now it's automatically played. I sit for some time listening to their stories. Later get into the kitchen to get them food while they take a shower. So that's a day routine when kids have school. I haven't included their study routine in this video as I slept in the evening unknowingly. Next day Arman had salad competition at school and I wanted to give him more time on this to practice. The competition was held on the last day of school before it closed for the summer vacation, and next day was the last day. He was really excited on this. I had already given him an idea on how to create a fish with the vegetables and he did well. And along with that, a small bowl of fruit salad was also prepared. As kids are not allowed to take any sharp objects with them, which of course is knife, they were permitted to cut the vegetables from home and take with them to school. So I cut the vegetables to make the salad. The dressing had to be done at school, so I put the dressing ingredients in these tiny glass jars, the only ones I had to store. So that's all for today's video, and I hope you enjoyed watching it. See you soon with another one. Until then, take care. Bye-bye.